This is, we're reconvening the 5:15 meeting of the Board of Trustees. This is a special board meeting of the Board of Trustees of the McAllen Independent School District, which is Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021, which was scheduled for 5:15. We are in the Texas Art Texas Staff Development at Archive Early College High School, which is at 1601 North 27th Street, McAllen, Texas, 78501. We had opened this meeting at 5:18 and recessed at 5:19. There are no one for public comment, so right now, what time is it, Tom?
It is 5:35.
So at 5:35, we are reconvening the 5:15 meeting of the Board of Trustees. We will not be going into closed session as listed, as there is no human resource items scheduled for today. That item has been pulled by the administration. So we'll now go to item number 6, which is recognition of M Street structure donation from Homer J. Morris Middle School parents, teacher organization, PTO, to the Homer J. Morris Middle School. Dr. Gonzalez.
Mr. President, we have no HR recommendation because that's on July 13th, but we do have HR resignations.
We do have resignation, and I apologize. So that does not require us to go into closed session, or do you feel we need to go into closed
I
session?
would like to, if we can, just real quick, so we can discuss in case
All
of
right.
board questions.
Let's do that. So we are at going into closed session. This is item number 3. There is items dealing with resignation, so we are going to closed session at this time. What time?
5:36.
5:36.
3 minutes.
If you would, folks in the back of the room, unless you have anything to do with resignations in closed session, if you please leave the room, that will save us maybe 3 minutes to go to the next room.
I was pulling a Danny.
I'll be real quick, I promise. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The way we used to do it, remember?
Yeah.
Thank you.
5:39.
At 5:39, we are now reconvened in open session. Thank you, Trustee Forina. So we'll go to item 4. That was 5:39. We're in open session. We'll proceed to item 5B, as 5A was pulled by administration. So we only go to 5B was discussed in closed session. Again, for the record, no action or votes were taken in closed session. This is Human Resource Employee Resignations for school year 2020-21. Dr. Gonzalez.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Human Resources is submitting a list of resignations for the 2020-2021 school year under separate cover for discussion during closed session, and this item is for information purposes only.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. We'll now proceed to item number 6, which is the recognition of M. Steel Structure donation from Homer J. Morris Middle School Parent-Teacher Organization, PTO, to that Morris Middle School. Dr. Gonzalez.
Yes, sir. Tonight, we recognize Homer J. Morris Middle School Parent-Teacher Organization for their donation of an M steel structure to Homer J. Morris Middle School. And Mr. Brian McClenny, our new athletic director, will present the recognition, and this item is for information purposes only. Mr. McClenny.
Good evening. This is going to be a donation for the class of 1920, the 8th grade class, in 2021. They both went through a tough, year and a half, and PTO came up with a great idea to recognize those two groups. Every year they always raise money for an 8th grade formal. So instead of that, they're going to be recognized with the M. The M is going to be 10 feet tall, 20 feet wide, and it's going to emulate kind of the vertical team as far as the M at McAllen High School. In collaboration with Mr. Trevino and PTO, we found a good area to kind of emulate like Mac Highs. Everybody shows up at the M, so they'll be able to take pictures, but we wanted to recognize those two classes, those two 8th grade classes, because we usually have, big things going on at the end of the year, our Stallion Stampede, different things like that. And just, everybody went through that. So it was just great recognition for those two grade 8th grade classes.
Now, the M is for more, it's not for McClenny.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Parting gift.
Exactly.
The students think it's for McClaney.
No, it's Morris Middle School, great community, honored to serve them for 11 years. So
And where will the structure be located?
it's going to be there's a little island in between the Circle Drive along Trenton
Yeah.
and the Circle Drive along Main.
Yeah.
So there's a little area there where everybody gathers to get picked up. So it'll be right off of that. We had a tree that was put there for a former student, and it's not going to impede that tree. We'll probably have to trim up a live oak a little bit, but you'll be able to see it from Trenton. You'll be able to see it from the Circle Drive along Main and the Circle Drive along Trenton. And kids will be able to take pictures and anything like that. So it's going to be it's a great spot. Mr. Trevino suggested that area, and I was like, great idea. Originally, we were looking along Trenton, but wanted to emulate kind of like Mac Highs, since that is the vertical team.
Any other questions from the board?
So moved.
Second. And so I will say the students are now incoming 10th graders and 9th graders that he's talking about, and they're all very, very excited. Oh, there's no need for action. No, but so those students that he's talking about, they'll be starting 10th grade or starting 9th grade, and they're so excited. And like he said, they weren't able to have their end of the year dance, their 8th grade dance and all that. So all that money they fundraised, they were so happy to do this. So
You sound like you have a daughter.
I might have a daughter that was part of that fundraising. But
Ju-
anyway, so congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Any other questions or comments from the board?
No, so we don't have to
It's
accept the
below
donation.
below our threshold, right? I just want to.
Just for the record, there was a motion by trustee Alvarado and a second by trustee Aricela. This is an information only, does not require a motion. So if you want to withdraw your motion.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Just the price, and I might
Okay.
have missed that.
The price
It's
tag?
below our threshold of 50,000.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, then we're
Yes,
good.
sir.
That's
Yeah, it's, I think 9,000. Yeah, it was below.
perfect.
9,900 is what I'm hearing.
Approximately.
Okay.
But now with the light, it might be 10.
It's a great idea. It was great for the parents and the students and the staff to get together and do this, and this is the location is perfect.
Yes,
So
sir.
congratulations, and thank you to the PTO for, I guess, the last 2 years that worked
Yes,
on
sir.
this
Yes, sir.
and came up with this great idea and this awesome donation to Morris Middle School and to McAllen ISD and the McAllen greater community. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved?
It's been moved by trustee Forina. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by trustee Pena.
5:45.
So at 5:45, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We are adjourned 7-0 at 5:45. Thank you.
Well, now